Yo, what's good? Welcome to the second of the 5th blog post to do with the launch of Black Ops 6. This one is zombies, and man, there's a lot to unpack. Holy hell. All I'm gonna say is sit back and relax. Try to put in the video what everyone wants to see. Alright, first up, we have a Liberty Falls update. Since the debut of early gameplay footage at Call of Duty Next back in August, the zombies team at Treyarch has continued to iterate on the look, feel and sound of Liberty Falls to crank up the map's creepiness factor. Heading into launch, players can expect a moodier visual tone to the map, along with gorier set dressings and new environmental audio to more intensely reflect the chaos of a very recent dimensional breach. Additional atmospheric elements related to the map's main quest will also be present throughout Liberty Falls as players begin to solve the mysteries waiting for them in the wake of the undead incursion. And of course, there might be a brand new Easter egg song from Treyarch's Kevin Sherwood to discover along the way. So we got some changes to the HUD in Zombies. Seen a few people complain about this, so I'm glad that they've made some changes. So the updates include character portraits added to the lower left corner by default, general alignment and color adjustments made across the entire HUD, perk icons now positioned closer together, zombies specific widgets added for certain in-game actions, in-game Gobblegum reward animation added, visibility sliders added to allow players to fine-tune or completely disable additional HUD elements, including score feed, medals and notifications, minimap opacity, weapon and equipment information, and more. So here's a visual example of what the new HUD looks like. That's with all the updated stuff in it. Alright, good old Terminus Island. Let's take a tour, shall we? From the long disused mining tunnels to its use as a World War II resupply depot, to the structures built as part of a shuttered CIA black site. There's a wealth of discoveries to be made across Terminus Island. Given the more recent evidence of heinous biological experimentations led by the nefarious Project Janus group, a newly freed Requiem crew will need to stay on their toes. So we have the cells and guard station. At the top of the prison sits a series of holding cells where the Requiem crew have been biding their time for the last half decade. The paint is peeling, the ducts are rusting, and there's an odd smell coming from one of the air. Adjacent is the guard station where your handlers, Heck and Strauss, have barricaded themselves, as well as a lower interrogation room with the remnants of a torture session still visible. We have security overlook and control center. A cracked concrete overlook lies below a guard tower, which leads to a 2-level control center with monitor banks and a well-stocked armory. Further down the embankment the prison is built on, the remains of a Project Janus communication structure seems to have been well maintained until the recent incursion. We have the living quarters, storage, and mess hall. The large storage area leads down an unloading ramp to the rec yard, and on either side is an older structure built in 1942 when the US Navy established a resupply base on the island. Nearby is an engineering room, stocked with electronics and tables to tinker on. Sea Tower. Explore the Dark Ether Reactor, or DAR. Sea Tower. A gun emplacement atop an octagonal tower with attached metal ramps and gantries and in the center, all the way down to the gigantic concrete footings. Gun battery platform. A massive World War II vintage gun emplacement rests atop a thick concrete platform seemingly modified by Project Janus in recent years as part of an unusual experiment. Sea caves and mining tunnels. Below the outer areas of the island prison are a pair of subterranean tunnels, one naturally occurring and the other man-made, dug out toward the end of the 19th century when the island's long mined-out coal reserves were being greedily exploited. Biolab. An impressive feat of engineering awaits on the island. A large sea cave has been completely hollowed out, and a large-scale secret research facility has been constructed within the cavern walls. Multi-level gantry walkways and stairs are clamped to the outer walls, and what appears to be an experimentation chamber lies within. Incline lift and maglev elevator. Though the biolab is set within a huge cavern, it has multiple pathways outward thanks to an incline lift that periodically trundles up to the top level behind the living quarters. Further around the biolab gantries is an operational Project Janus constructed maglev elevator. Shipwreck. Despite the radar buoys in close proximity, the remains of a shipping tanker indicate just how treacherous the waters around Terminus Island are. Slowly rusting from stern to prow, the salt waters have eaten away at the hull, though the main deck is still seemingly accessible. The outer islands. To the northwest is Temple Island, with its odd pillar-like carving. Due east is Castle Rock Island, named after the natural stone edifice jutting from the tidal sands that appears to be an old fortification. The largest of the three outcrops is Crab Island, where Project Janus disposal crews would discard the remains of their science team's unwholesome experiment. The seas around Terminus Island are also home to something more foreboding, a terror in the water, breathing up from an irradiated cloud and violently attacking those that remain outside the confines of the prison for too long. Alright, now we have a tour of Liberty Falls. The atmosphere of Liberty Falls, which takes place concurrently with the aftermath of the dimensional breach over on Terminus Island, feels a world away from the dark, stormy waters of the Philippine Sea and the massive concrete prison Gregory Weaver and his crew are fighting to escape from. Players must explore the once idyllic, now horrific small West Virginian town of Liberty Falls, whose residents have either fled or barricaded themselves into the settlement in a last desperate attempt to survive. By the time you arrive, under the watchful eye of Project Janus security chief John Blanchard, the town is overrun and the battle seems well and truly lost. You have pump and pay. You begin your battles against the swarms of rotting townspeople from a gas station rooftop vantage point. This soon becomes a disadvantage when you realize how nimble zombies are at reaching you. If you're a glutton for punishment, switch on the rampage inducer here to speed up the action. Otherwise, descend to the ground and bear witness to the true horrors that have befallen this cursed hamlet. Motor Lodge. The ironically named Rest Easy Motor Lodge is one of the first structures you'll investigate after scrambling down from the gas station. Partly ablaze with the word help daubed across the roof, this is seemingly an epicenter of zombie activity, with shambling horrors crashing out of rooms on the ground and upper floors. Ollie's Comics. In the southern corner of town is a local comic shop run by Ollie. Best not think about what happened to him. The shop caters to the true collector with both the latest and back issues of Charged Up, Heavy Space, and Odd Stories, on sale at reasonable prices. But most folks come here for the life-size statue of Etheria to pose with. Fuller's Liberty Lane, an old-fashioned bowling alley comprised of a snack bar and a small arcade, has been overrun with the undead. The lanes themselves seem to be just wide enough to herd larger zombie hordes without getting trapped and ripped apart. But looks can be deceiving. Savings and Loan. The Bank of Liberty Falls is a grand stone edifice and seems to have been well barricaded before the baying hordes overran the place. That's not to say that this is a safe place to visit, but is certainly located with fine marbled floors, only somewhat tarnished by the wreckage, strewn debris, and unpleasant fluids. Holy Falls Church. This neo-Gothic house of worship becomes more terrifying the further inside you investigate it. Placed on a plateau at the highest point in town, a dimensional anomaly seems to have fully enveloped at the interior. The Alamo. Judging by the sandbags, razor wire, and other defenses, the bank's rooftop is where the last surviving members of the Project Janus response teams made their last stand. You'll find everything you need here. Augments Overview. So this is all your perks, ammo mods, and field upgrades. There are 108 augments available at launch. So there's 8 Perkacolas with 6 augments, 48, 5 ammo mods with 6 augments, that's 30, 5 field upgrades with 6 augments, 30. Researching and choosing augments. So to begin your augment research, you need to reach level 11 in order to unlock anything to do with that. Once you research and unlock individual augments, they can be chosen before the start of a match for each individual perk, ammo mod, or field upgrade. To start researching an augment, simply select which item you'd like to research in the menu and start earning XP in game to make progress towards the augment. Each item has 2 available augment slots, 1 for a major and 1 for a minor. Expect 3 major augments to choose from per item. A major augment offers a substantial advantage to the behavior of the item, usually during use. Expect 3 minor augments to choose from per item. A minor augment offers a limited advantage to the item, usually during use. The depth of the augment's customization experience becomes apparent as you learn the different effects of each augment and how they stack and affect other upgrades across the game. This subsequently allows you to customize your augments for your style of play, whether solo or squad based. So Essence makes a return in order to purchase the perks. So we have Juggernaut, Stamina, Speed Cola, Deadshot Daiquiri, Quick Revive, Elemental Pop, PSD Flopper, and Melee Macchiato. Perks are purchased in-game using Essence and have been designed to offer a wide variety of bonuses that suit your style of play, allowing you to choose the order and number you need. Each time you purchase a new perk, the Essence cost increases, and your perk collection, displayed along the bottom of your HUD, lasts as long as you do. If you're downed, expect to lose perks depending on how many you obtained and how long you're down for. So at launch, the following perk machines we'll see are Juggernaut, Quick Revives, Speed Cola, Stamina, PSD Flopper, Deadshot Daiquiri, Elemental Pop, and Melee merely macchiato. But that's just launch. I imagine there will be more coming in the later seasons. So wait and see. So if you're new to zombies or you're making a return and it's been a while, go through all the perks. So Juggernog increases your max health, so it takes you longer to get down if you mess up with training zombies or something happens. So with the major augment to Juggernog, you'll increase your max health more with Juggernog. Juggernog increases your max health already, but this major augment will increase it even more. So that's the probiotic augment that does that. With the turtle shell augment, the armor acts as a shield on your back, completely absorbing damage to your back. No damage mitigation when hit from the front. And for the reactive armor augment, when an armor plate breaks, nearby normal enemies are stunned for a short time. And for the minor augments, retaliation, deal bonus damage while health is low. Hardened plates, armor plates have more damage mitigation. Durable plates, slightly increase armor durability. Next we have stamina, which increases your movement speed overall. And for the 3 major augments, Free Faller, become immune to fall damage. Dasher, increase tactical sprint duration. Stalker, walk faster while aiming. The 3 minor augments, hard targets, while tactical sprinting, projectile damage is reduced. Quarterback, use equipment while sprinting. Hot foot, gain a speed boost after your equipment kills an enemy. Alright, we've got Speed Collar, which reloads weapons and replates armor faster. Pretty self-explanatory. Another 3 major augments, Supercharge, build upgrades recharge a bit faster. Classic Formula, reload speed is even faster. Phantom Reload, weapon magazines are slowly refilled over time. 3 minor augment, Speedy Roulette, the mystery box settles much faster. Quick Swap, swap weapons faster. Fast Pitcher, deploy equipment faster. Deadshot Daiquiri, this improves your ADS precision and critical damage once your headshot top shit. 3 major augments. Deadhead, further increase in critical damage. Dead First, still double critical damage if an enemy is at full health. Dead Again, critical hits have a chance of adding a bullet to your magazine. 3 minor augments. Dead Break, increase damage to armor pieces. Dead Draw, reduce hit fire spread. Dead Sets, reduce gun movement while performing advanced movement. I like how all these augments start with dead. Quick Revive, regen health faster and revive allies faster. 3 major augments. EMT, reviving an ally allows them to keep all the perks on the bleed out bar. Equivalent Exchange, killing an enemy while down will revive you and remove quick fire. This can be done up to 3 times. Dying Wish, on lethal damage become immune to all damage for 2 seconds to keep 1 health. Quick Revive is removed on use. 3 minor augments. Swift Recovery, reviving an ally increases both your movement speeds for a short time. Karmic Return, reviving an ally heals you to full health. Slow Death, increase your time in last stand. Elemental Pop, so this would just give you a random ammo mod. It can come in handy sometimes. 3 major augments. Citrus Focus, if a weapon has an ammo mod applied, Elemental Pop will only activate that one. Imperial Peach, enemies that hit you have a chance to trigger a random ammo mod. Electric Cherry, reloading creates an electric damage discharge that damages and stuns nearby normal enemies. The emptier the magazine, the stronger the damage. 3 minor augment. Vulnera Bean, slightly increase enemy elemental weakness damage. Pineapple Blast, equipment can also trigger a random ammo mod. Chill Berry, slightly reduce all ammo mod cooldown. PhD Flopper, explosive dive to prone and immunity to self-inflicted explosive damage. 3 major augments. Gravity MD, just falling from heights creates explosions. Dr. Ram, tactical sprint knocks down and damages base zombies. PhD Slider, sliding into enemies triggers explosions. 3 minor augments. Environmentalist, become immune to environmental damage while sliding. EOD Technician, slightly reduce height and distance requirements for explosions. Tribologist, sliding distance and speed are increased. Last but not least, merely macchiato, replace weapon gun butt with a deadly punch. 3 major augments. Espresso, all melee attacks are slightly faster. Vampiric Extraction, melee attacks heal a small amount of your health. Triple Shot, your punch can hit multiple enemies at once. 3 minor augments. Stick and Move, backpedal speed is increased after a successful melee attack. Strength Training, your punch can one-hit kill normal enemies for longer. Hidden Impact, melee kills reload a portion of your held weapon. Alright, we've got 5 ammo mods and 30 augments. So we've got the same ammo mods from last year's zombies, except we have a thing called Shadow, which is I think new, or replacing something else. So you need salvage to access ammo mods as well. So Brain Rot, which is the green one here, bullets deal toxic damage. Each bullet has the chance to turn a normal or special enemy into an ally. Then we have Cryo Freeze, which is this one here. Bullets deal frost damage. Each bullet has a chance to slow normal or special enemies. Then Deadwire. Bullets deal electrical damage. Each bullet has a chance to stun any normal or special enemy. generating a field that deals electrical damage to nearby enemies. Napalm Burst. Bullets deal fire damage. Each bullet has a chance to ignite normal and special enemies. Shadow Rift. Bullets deal shadow damage. Each bullet has a chance to spawn a black hole if striking normal or special enemies, warping nearby zombies away and dropping some from the air at high speed. So you unlock a Dead Wire instantly. Napalm at level 6, Cryo Freeze at 14, Brain Rot at level 27, and Shadow Rift at 44, if I'm reading that correctly. I am reading that correctly. There's augments for fucking everything. So we've got 3 major augments for Brain Rot. Plague. The charmed enemy has a chance to turn other enemies. Pheromone. The charmed enemy distracts nearby normal and special enemies for a short time. Big Game. Brain Rot can charm elite enemies. 3 minor augments. Extension. Brain Rot duration is slightly increased. Haste. Brain Rot cooldown is slightly reduced. Explosive. Charmed enemies explode at the end of the Brain Rot's duration, dealing toxic damage. 3 major augments for the Cryo Freeze. Big Game. Cryo Freeze can slow elite enemies. Ice Cloud. Enemies that are killed while frozen may leave a cloud that slows enemies. Frozen Stiff. Enemies are frozen in place. Minor augments. Extension. Slightly increase the slow duration. Freezer Burn. Slightly increase damage to frozen zombies. Liquid Nitrogen. Significantly increase your chance for Cryo Freeze to activate. 3 major augments for Dead Wire. Chain Lightning. The stunned enemy can spread the stun to others. Big Game. Dead Wire can stun elite enemies. A bolt of lightning strikes from above, stunning all normal and special enemies in the area. 3 minor augments. High Voltage. Dead Wire deals slightly more damage. Haste. Dead Wire cooldown is slightly reduced. Extension. The stun and electric field lasts longer. 3 major augments for Napalm Burst. Big Game. Napalm Burst can burn elite enemies. Thermite. Increase burn effect damage. Firebomb. Burned enemies explode on death, spreading the fire to nearby enemies. 3 minor augments. Extension. Increase the burn duration. Incendiary. Each damage tick has a small chance to spread to a nearby enemy. Contact Burn. Initial burn effect deals more damage. 3 major augments for Shadow Rift. Big Game. Shadow Rift can activate on elite enemies. Topple Danger. Warp 1 enemy that deals shadow damage to others. Explosive Rain. Enemies that are dropped from portals will explode on contact with the ground. 3 minor augments. Haste. Shadow Rift's cooldown is reduced. Targeted. Dropped enemies will fall on other enemies. Supermassive. The Singularity's lethal radius is increased and can kill more enemies. And we have the field upgrades back as well, except Dark Flare is new. So we have Ether Shroud. Phase into the Dark Ether, becoming hidden from the enemy detection. Frenzied Guard. Repair armor and force all enemies in the area to target you. During this time, kills repair a portion of your armor. Healing Aura. Summons beam of energy down on yourself and allies to instantly revive and heal to full health. Energy Mine. Creates a mine of pure energy that detonates in rapid succession, dealing lethal electric damage. Dark Flare. You generate a massive energy beam that deals lethal shadow damage. The beam penetrates everything in its path. Energy Mine is instantly unlocked. Frenzied Guard at level 9. Dark Flare at level 20. Healing Aura level 33. Ether Shroud at 47. 3 major augments for Ether Shroud. Group Shroud. Nearby players are also cloaked. Burst Dash. Warp forward a short distance, killing all normal enemies in your path. Void Sheath. Swap to your dedicated melee weapon as it's imbued with dark ether energy. Kills allow you to stay in the Ether Shroud for longer. 3 minor augments. Instant Reload. Activation instantly reloads your currently held weapon. Extra Charge. Increase max charges by 1. Extension. Ether Shroud duration is significantly increased. 3 major augments and 3 minor augments for Dark Flare. Extension. Significantly increased Dark Flare duration. Supernova. The beam is replaced with a sphere that damages nearby enemies as it travels. The ball detonates at the end of the Dark Flare's duration. Dark Pack. Beam heals and revives other players on contact. Broad Beam. Significantly increase the size of the beam. Heavy Shadow. The beam slows enemies on contact. Extra Charge. Increase max charges by 1. 3 major augments and 3 minor augments for Frenzied Guard. Belongs. Whatever it is. Teammates can also repair armor from kills while near you. Retribution. Trigger an explosion on activation. Normal enemies that melee the player are damaged and knocked down. Frenzy Fire. While frenzied, use ammo from stock. Repair Boost. Repair more armor per kill. Extension. Increase Frenzied Guard duration. Rally. On activation, repair all nearby teammates' armor to full. 3 major augments and minor augments for Healing Aura. Resilience. All affected players have the health regeneration delay reduced and the rates of healing increased temporarily. Enduring Radiance. The beams and the healing effects persist for a short time after leaving the area of effect. Persistence. Revive the players, keep all perks on their bleed up bar. Inner Strength. Affected player damage is slightly increased for a short time. Protection. Healed players have damage slightly mitigated for a short time. Stoic Presence. On activation, special and elite enemies are stunned while normal enemies are knocked down. 3 major augments and 3 minor augments for energy mine. Scatter. The energy mine will split into 3 mines that scatter and detonate one time each. Turret. Instead of a mine, deploy a turret that shoots at the nearest enemy. Carousel. 3 energy mines will float around you, detonating when an enemy is nearby. Frequency boost. Increase detonation count and duration of energy mine. Extra charge. Increase max charges by 1. Siren. Energy mine now attracts nearby normal enemies for a short time. So this is what the zombies loadout looks like. You'll be able to choose anywhere from primaries to secondaries in your loadouts. That's what it looks like from a visual standpoint. The available tacticals you can use on zombies is concussion, smokes, stim shots, decoys, and shock charges. So the classic Symbol Monkey and the LT-53 Casimir tacticals make a return to zombies. You can only use them in game. So we're going to have support equipment in zombies as well. We're going to have armor plates, which everyone knows about that. The Arc XD, which is the RCXD, but in zombies. The Loba. There's a mobile rocket launcher. And there's a Hellstorm missile. Change things up a bit. There's also a sentry turret, a mainly cannon, chopper gunner, and mutant injection. Now, what everyone's been waiting for, the Gobblegums. So here's the visual representation and example of what they will be. So we have rare, epic, legendary, ultra, and whimsical. So stock option, last 1 minute. Ammo is taken from the player's stockpile instead of the weapons magazine. Killjoy, spawns an insta-kill power. Anywhere but here. Instantly teleport to a random location. A concussive blast knocks away nearby zombies. Cash Black, spawns a max ammo power. Temporal Gift, activates on next time base power up lasts longer. Shields Up, armor is twice as strong, lasts 3 minutes. Arsenal Accelerator, charges the player's foot upgrade faster, lasts 5 minutes. Epic Gobblegums, nowhere but here. Instantly teleport to a random down player. Instantly revive nearby players. Who's keeping score? Spawns a double points power. Free Fire, firing at weapons consumes no ammo, does not work with wonder weapons. Lasts 60 seconds. Soda Fountain, the next perk purchase gives an additional random perk. Activates on perk purchase. Profit sharing. A portion of the essence you earn is also received by nearby players and vice versa. Lasts 2 minutes. Respin cycle. Respins the weapon in the mystery box after it has settled to one of equal or higher rarity. Exit strategy. Activate exfil votes immediately. Reduce zombie spawns during exfil. Legendary. Idle Eyes. All zombies ignore players that stand idle. Last 30 seconds. Wall Power. The next weapon bought off a wall comes Pack-a-Punch. Activates on wall buy. Great Power. The next weapon taken from the mystery box comes Pack-a-Punch. Activates on mystery box spin. Phoenix Up. Revive all teammates and keep their perk. On the house. Spawns a perk can power up. Wall-to-wall clearance. Wall buys cost 10 essence. Last 30 seconds. Immolation Liquidation. Spawns a fire sale power up. Ultra and whimsical. Perkaholic. Gives the player all Perkacolas in the map. Near-death experience. Revive or be revived simply by being near other players. Revive players keep all their perks. Last 3 minutes. Hidden Power. Upgrade your currently held weapon to legendary rarity. Wonder Bar. The next weapon from the mystery box will be a wonder weapon. Activates on next mystery box spin. Raindrops. Spawns all the core power-ups at once. Now the whimsical ones. Newtonian Negation. Zombies killed fall straight up. Last 3 minutes. Indigestion. Zombies killed experience extreme flatulence. Last 3 minutes. And that is everything. Holy shit, that was long. That was way more in depth than I thought it would be. At least it seems like they put some effort into zombies. God damn. Not sure when the next blog will come out. Wait and see what happens. Still 3 more to go. Like and subscribe if you're excited for Black Ops 6 and for more content like this. And also leave a comment. And I will see you legends in the next one. Peace.